Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get my next guest right out here. He has been, if I may use his own phrases, he's been on more journeys, more emotional roller coasters than any man in history. He's made that job his own, and you know what? He deserves to be on that stage. It is, of course, Dermot O'Leary. You're looking great, Dermot.
That's a manly hug. Let's hug it out.
You are the hugger. Oh. Well, now I know.
Good evening, everyone.
That was a proper X Factor hug I just got there.
You dropped in a couple of cliches, so I just thought I'd respond in kind.
That's a great hug. That's a really, I feel strangely alive.
It's energising, isn't it?
I've never felt more alive.
How are you? All right.
I'm great. It's great to see you here.
I'm all right, man.
You're always
so nice. I'm covered in Brian. That's the only thing. He's so...
Now I know why Paul O'Grady does it. He's a beautiful animal, isn't he?
It's impossible not to hug.
What a sweetheart. Look how calm
we just got 2 cats. They're about 8 months old now. My wife delivered 2 cats. We got a little place in Italy and we rent it out. And this cat started hanging around called Plaxi over the last couple of years.
A wild cat was hanging?
Yeah. So we started feeding it and it's become very pally and we've got a couple that run it for us, so they were feeding it as well. We went out on Easter and I came back and was pregnant and I came back a day early and Dee, my wife, called me up and just went, just to let you know, she's having the kittens now in our bed.
Wow.
And that's it. So
she was delivering the... That's disgusting.
So it's not... But you would say so. But say Dee sort of went a little bit Jesus and made her a manger.
Hold it. Jesus didn't deliver cats and put them in a manger.
He was born in a manger.
And you came home like
one of the kings. He was born in a manger with some good Egyptian cotton towels. So deconstructed this kind of little kind of crib, I suppose, for her, and then stayed up with her all night, held her paw, she was like pushing against her, gave her a little bit of water, and then 4 kittens popped out. So we just thought, well, we've got 2.
So you've got them over here?
Yeah, but they'll be very annoyed tonight when I go back home.
This might seem
because I'll be smelling of Brian.
But do they meow like in an Italian accent, or have they grown up British?
The Tom does.
Really?
Yeah.
How's it go? Give us a buzz.
And he sort of shrugged his shoulders like an Italian Tom as well.
He's a cool Italian guy. So anyway, congratulations as always on X Factor. You're always doing a great job on that.
Thanks, man.
I know you've got other shows we're going to talk about coming out, but do you hang out with the guys because this is Gary's last year? He's going.
Sad, that, isn't it?
Yeah, it is sad.
I'm going to miss Gary.
Gary's going. Sharon's gone.
Do you know what? Last year was probably my favourite year we've done, just because, I don't know, with Sharon back, that was the great thing about Sharon, is she does feel like the mum of the show, and she, everyone got on really well. There wasn't all of that awful tension that you sort of read about in the papers halfway through. Well, so-and-so said so-and-so about so-and-so. And it's just all so schoolyard, and it's quite a corrosive atmosphere. I hate all that. I like it when, there's going to be rivalry, and that's all clean fun, but it's just when it gets kind of nasty, I hated it. So everyone got on really well, and I think Sharon was a real fulcrum to that, because, like I said, she's such a mum to the show, and she brought, she made Louis relevant again, which I never thought would happen. And I'm joking. I'm not joking. But you know that if you mess with her, she'll send you a shit in the post.
Yeah, she doesn't forget. How about Mr. Cowell? How about Simon Cowell? Congratulations to him, of course, because his baby is imminent, I think, isn't it?
Yes.
February, early February, do you think when's the baby due?
I don't know.
It's February, I think.
Yeah.
What do you mean, he hasn't told you that
we
he's
do not talk about, when we talk, we talk.
You don't talk about stuff?
We talk, he's not really an emotional guy, Simon. He's not going to ring up. He doesn't need a Derma hug.
He doesn't open up to you about these sort of things?
We don't know.
You don't know?
We have professional chats, Simon. I mean, then we went to, and I really like that, because there's there's an element of trust there, and I don't know if I'm coming back next year, but
yeah, he never tells you in advance, does he?
Well, or I never tell him. Yes.
Now let's.
By the way, I'm not going to come back next year after saying that.
Let's go back to the real world. He never tells you in advance.
So we sit down and we sort of talk end of January, but even then I don't really talk to Simon.
So you've spoken to him this year or not?
No.
Have you spoken to him since he found out he was going to be a father?
No. I've sent him a text saying congratulations. But we had that kind of relationship.
Did he send you a text back saying thanks? Or?
Darling. You can sort of just read his text that you know he's smoking menthol cigarettes at the end of it.
Yeah.
with a Bond cat next to him.
Do you think you make a good dad? I suppose you have to say yes anyway, but has he exhibited any signs of actual human warmth at any stage that you've been around?
No whatsoever. I think he'd make a great 1920s dad. No, you know what? He's a good boss. He lets me get on with it, and we've got a good relationship.
Yeah.
And
well, you do a great job. Who's he going to replace you with? There's no one he can replace you with, I don't think.
Don't tell him that, because then he'll just think that's a challenge, and now he'll want to replace me with someone.
I won't say that. Hey, OK, so this week you've been standing in for Philip Schofield.
I've had all I really want to do, Jonathan, is host live TV every day.
You love doing live TV?
I love doing live TV.
OK, so this morning is probably the best job you could have then.
I've had so much fun, and Holly's a really old mate, so we've had a real laugh this week.
The lovely Holly. Now, who you normally have, they have a wide section of guests on the show. It's a great fun show to be invited down to. Fun this week. You have a bunch of characters on every week. I did have a list here, but I don't know where I've put it, so it's gone.
I can tell you.
OK, tell me who was on this week.
Well, we had, I don't know if you got any shots of this, but we had this guy, there was a Channel 4 documentary last week about chaps. It's not necessarily a transgender thing, they just like dressing up as their ideal woman, so they will create a suit. So what happens here is this is during a break, and he is in Orange County in America, so he's very kindly coming to a TV studio. It's probably first thing in the morning for him, or middle of the night. So
you haven't seen this person
No,
yet?
and Holly, bear in mind, she was wearing a dress early on. She wasn't happy with it before we went live, so she changed her dress, and during the break, we get this kind of, you have to practice this kind of what we call a two-way, so I'm speaking to him, he's speaking to us, and I'm in the middle of this.
And so what we're seeing, this is we're Holly, and we're seeing this gentleman wearing his rubber outfit and rubber mask that he likes to go out in sometimes.
Yeah.
OK, let's have a look at it. There you go.
It does it so much justice. It's better than I remembered it.
Wow. That's pretty good.
By the way, he can't see Holly. Holly can obviously see him.
Wow.
So all that's happening during this interview is, and this is supposed to be the serious item of the day, and, and you've got to be quite sensitive to... And I can't stop pissing myself with laughter. Have you met Holly? Because if you haven't, Google her immediately.
Yeah. I love how pissed off Holly is, because she's thinking, I'm meant to have the cleavage on this show. So Dermot, who loves doing live TV, and on a safer pair of hands in the business, is hosting the National Television Awards next week, Wednesday night.
Wednesday night, next
big
week, yeah.
Live show. You've hosted, how many years now have you done of this show?
I think this is my 5th.
How many times have you been nominated in the entertainment category?
I don't know.
As entertainment presenter?
When you realise you're never going to beat Anne Deck, you do sort of... what we call the annual runner-up to Anne Deck Award. And do you know what? Quite rightly so. Because I know you'll think, oh, you're only just saying that, but they do such a good job, and they're stalwarts and they're brilliant. They deserve every success. So
well, they are the gold standard. They are the gold standard of presenting. There's no two ways about it. But they've won, I think, 12 years in a row.
I know.
And you're nominated against them this year.
Yeah.
So there is a chance this year.
No, there isn't.
There is a chance.
No, there isn't.
But you must have been feeling there's a chance, or
no.
do you know in advance?
2 years ago, I thought, you know what? It might. No, it's not going to happen. Fine. Okay. You've been nominated a few times.
I've won loads of times.
Wait, no.
But you know what? It doesn't matter, because you're right. They do deserve it.
Yes.
Okay. Here. Do you want a hug? Come on.
I don't want a hug.
Come on.
Tuscan leather.
Yeah. OK, that was the best bit of spotting he's ever done. He sniffed my wrist, he went, is that Tuscan leather? Which it is, that's what I'm wearing. I'm wearing Tuscan leather. Dermot, it's great to see you again. Congratulations on being the best live host on TV, ladies and gentlemen, and I put you right up there with Ant and Dec, because they're terrific, but you're great as well. No, because they are so great. I hope you win this year. Please let it be your year, but I know you don't mind. You're hosting. Who cares? But I look forward to all the other shows as well. Dermot O'Leary, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Dermot O'Leary, don't go away. After the break, I'll be chatting with James Blunt. He'll be singing live, and he'll be teaching us all how to sing like him. So we'll see you in a couple of minutes.